What's up, everybody? It's me, Mr. Titanic. This episode is another countdown. It's a pretty lame countdown because I can't do any editing without me deleting the sound. Yeah, as you saw in my Sega Broke video. But yeah, it's the top 10 hardest games that I've played. This is entirely my list. No one else's. Don't come and say, no, you should put this game in, oh, that game's easy. No, this is my decision. Okay? Number 10 is Bubsy 2. This game I put on the list because it's of its cripple controls. They're absolutely cripple. You start walking, your character flies to the left of the screen and you just start walking so fast. It's hard to explain it. But there's so many enemies that take a lot of hits. Well, not really. They take a couple hits sometimes. But it's not really fun. And it's just really hard to figure out where the heck you're supposed to go. So yeah, that was number 10. Number 9 is Pokemon Explorers of Darkness. Ooh, I held up too close to the camera there, probably didn't work. But yeah, I know, don't think of me as a little kid because I like Pokemon games. I hate the show. The games are fun, okay? I still like them no matter how bad I hate the show. And don't get me wrong, I hate the show. Oh my god, I hate it. But yeah, it's a really fun game, but it's really hard due to you have like a belly meter or hunger meter. Every 10 steps you take, or every 10 moves, you lose 1%. So yeah, and you have to go through these dungeons that take about 10 hours to go through, because you have to fight a billion Pokemon every single one, because they keep ganging up on you, and it's impossible to get all of them. Especially when there's a big boss at the end. And when you lose, you lose about all your items, and you lose all of your money. So it sucks. Number 8 is Double Dragon on the Sega Master System. Now, I've never played the NES version, but the Sega Master System version is really hard because it's just annoying because there's a bunch of these enemies on the screen at one time with a lot of energy, and it's so hard to hit them because you have to. It's like an arm's length away from it. And the arm's length about this much on a TV screen. Depends on your TV screen, obviously, but you have to be really close to them, and you can't be too close because or else you'll miss them. And it's like they have the exact willpower as you do. And it's just hard to. If you have an item, it lasts for one screen, then it goes away. Number 7 would be Castlevania. Now this game is actually rated to be the 8th hardest game in the world, but I don't have all the other games. But yeah, it's a pretty hard game. I don't really know how to explain why it's so hard. It's just that you can't. Jumping is really hard to do because if you fall, you fly down so fast, it's not even funny. You fly down. And there's just not too many comments on this game. It's a fun game, by the way. Number 6 is Hard Corps, Contra Hard Corps. This game is like, it's a remake of, well, not a remake, it's like a sequel to Contra. I've never played the original Contra game, but this game is extremely hard. I had to use the Game Genie to get past the 4th level. And, yeah, it's just really hard because there's so much gunfire and so many things that eat up so many bullets, like as bosses. And it's just brutal. And, oh yeah, by the way, this is one of my favorite Sega Genesis games. Number 5 is The Incredibles. Now, this game would be on the list because it's due to Pixar. Yeah, they're kind of kids movies. But yeah, you'd think a kid, maybe like a 9, 10, 11-year-old, maybe, yeah, around there, would want to play this game. And that's why it's rated T for teen, because it's so hard. And now, when I first got this game when I was 11, 12, I thought it was the hardest game ever. I couldn't get past one of the last levels. I was whipping the controllers around because I got so furious because it was so hard. And recently, in the last month or two, I played it, now that I'm 14, and I beat it in a weekend. But yeah, when I was little, when I was younger, I couldn't beat the game. It was just too dang hard. Was that number 5? Yeah. This is number 4, is The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Oh. This game has the same problems as Double Dragon, is that there's so many people going after you, and I could not beat the first level without the Game Genie. It was just too dang hard. They expect you to jump in the water and punch out crocodiles. It sounds crazy, but they expect you to. It's... what the heck? I mean, jeez. This game is one of my all-time favorite NES games. It's really good because of the voiceovers and the variety of gameplay, because it uses the light gun and the controller. And there's those god-awful driving stages. Oh. Number 3 is Ninja Gaiden. This game is, actually voted to be the 3rd hardest game in the world. It's too dang hard. I mean, there's just so much... respawning enemies. It's a joke to how fast they respawn. You can sit there and kill them forever. Like, if they're flying up at the screen, you kill the screen right as they are about to attack you, you'll be there forever. I mean, they just keep coming. And it's so hard to attack all of them because the way you jump. I mean, it's a really masterpiece of a game, but I can't get past the 2nd level. Well, I could, but I just don't have the willpower to. I just don't feel like it. Number 2 is Ghosts and Goblins. Now, this is a pretty fun NES game. It's one of the first NES games out, I think. It came out in '86, I'm pretty sure. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But geez, you hit 2 times, you're dead. Twice. There's like 6 levels, and yeah, it's just really hard. Extremely hard. It's incredibly difficult because all the enemies flying around at you. There's just too much stuff. Too much. And yeah, it's an evil game. Evil. And number 1, you probably guessed it, is Battletoads. It's my favorite game on the NES, let alone one of my favorite games ever. But it's extremely, incredibly, extravagantly hard. I can get almost through the whole game. I mean, I can get to the boss at level 8, but that's about as far as I can go. If you can see, I probably can't see it very well, but right there, I whipped the controller at it a while ago, and I dented the crap out of the cover. Yeah, you can see it there. But jeez, oh my gosh, like level 3, level 5, level 7, level 6, level 11, oh my god, that level. Those are all extremely difficult. I'd say the game is a complete masterpiece if it wasn't so hard. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually glad that this game is hard, because otherwise it'd just be a game that no one would want to play. Now, it became famous because of its extravagant difficulty. I mean, really, yeah. Well, still, despite it being extremely hard, it's just about my favorite NES game. Well, that's my list. Tell me I guess you can tell me if there's a hard game you say I should check out. Yeah, I'll see you later.